Brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Ah, you gotta love it when the system is just like, why wait? Let's just start the morning show.
Well, we were ready. We were here. What, are you trying to suggest that somehow we were, hanging out somewhere else and not paying any attention?
No, we were very much ready. We just weren't in the same room. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that has been known to be an issue.
Otherwise, fully prepared.
But here we are now, delivering all this material that we had fully prepared for this opening break on this Friday morning.
That's right.
Morning, everybody. It's like our hockey day today.
It is.
It's like, the main hockey day is tomorrow. Today is our hockey day.
Yeah.
We're going to be at both Challenge Cup games, streaming them live all afternoon, and the alumni game tonight, streaming that one live as well. And you should join us. You should come hang out. I mean, you can't if you haven't got tickets to the alumni game, but that's why there's a stream.
Or if you don't have Facebook. That might make it tough, too.
Well, get Facebook. It's free. You just have to sign away, essentially, your life and privacy, but it's free.
Just a dummy account.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Just make up some dude's name.
Yeah, it's not like they call you on the phone and be like, hey, what are you using this service for, bud?
Wouldn't that be terrifying?
Just going to stream a hockey game and then cancel your account? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, hey, it's Mark. Yeah, I noticed you signed up. What are you doing? Terrifying.
That's not going to happen. So if you're listening now and you're wondering how you can watch the Challenge Cup games and the alumni game and you don't have tickets, well, join us. Cabin Radio Facebook page.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Friday morning. Booyah. Hockey Day in Canada festivities in full swing. We're about halfway through it. But the games are today. Girls game, boys game for the Challenge Cup. And then we got the Celebrity VIP, awesome all-star, most amazing, happy fun time game.
Not extravaganza?
No.
Oh, I thought for sure that was coming.
No, that'll come after.
Ah.
And we still have those beer garden tickets to give away, but we have so many entrants that we're confident that we can give it away in the most cruel way possible. Elimination.
That's right.
Yeah.
The old elimination game.
Do you want to do that now?
No. I am maybe 1/10 of the way through compiling all these names.
There's a lot of entrants.
We got a lot of entrants.
Absolutely. A lot of people want to be a part of this thing here in Yellowknife. Obviously, it's been, just seeing all the pictures from all the events, everybody skating around the Stanley Cup, all the alumni, all there's Hall of Famers in town. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty awesome. So we're very much looking forward to getting in on the fun today, and we will be down at the multiplex all day long, starting from 1:15 for the girls' game for the Challenge Cup.
I think my favorite part that I've seen so far of the Hockey Day in Canada festivities has to be a little video that was shared. I think Samantha Stewart shared it on her Facebook page of Lanny McDonald and the team there bringing the Stanley Cup to one of the schools, and Lanny just hustling over with the cup in his hand, and it just it kind of brought me back to when I was that age, and everything about the Stanley Cup and hockey legends. It just filled you with wonder, right? And seeing Lanny McDonald come hustling out with the Stanley Cup, you'd just be like, oh my God, this is happening right in front of me.
I don't know how to feel about Lanny McDonald. He stole a cup away from my Canadians.
He did.
He really did.
He did.
He got his cup. That was nice.
Yeah.
It was the end of his career, his last year. He got himself a cup. Beautiful stuff.
What a jerk, stealing away what would have been your 24th cup at that time.
That's right.
Oh.
Friend of the show, Colin Crozier, also a wonderful APTN reporter and documentarian, posted yesterday on Facebook. Can someone please tell Lanny McDonald he's not allowed in my town? He's a Canadians fan as well.
Whoa.
Yeah. No. Yeah. He put it out there.
I didn't know there was that much leftover bitterness for Habs
fans man,
from 1989.
Been 31 years. Still feels like yesterday.
Okay. Yeah. Not being a Habs fan, I get more upset about Wayne Gretzky, not Lanny McDonald.
Well, Wayne Gretzky, Game 7, 1993, Western Conference Final?
That's right.
Or, sorry.
Game 6, I think.
Campbell Conference Final.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Game 6 was the non-call.
Was.
Game 7, Game 7, they lost.
Yeah.
Pretty convincing.
Keep your stick down, Gretz.
Yeah. Anyway, we're fully prepared and fully psyched to be a part of everything today. And so what we'll be doing is streaming those games we're going to leave the Challenge Cup games kind of interrupted. We'll do little chats in between periods, maybe throw in a couple of things. But for the alumni game, I think we're going to try our hand a little color commentary.
Yeah. I mean, no play-by-play, just color commentary.
Just color commentary. I'm not going to be like, there's a puck over the blue line, number 7 over to number 4. Number 4 appears to be Lanny McDonald. No, that's not. We're not going to do that. But we'll have some fun.
Yeah.
And then we'll be chasing people around all the time. Got to get Ron on the show again.
Yeah.
Got to meet him.
Maybe we'll get Ollie to take the goal calls and throw a little soccer, a little football injection into that with the goal. Really
I don't think English broadcasters do that.
They don't do that?
No, they do.
Spanish
a brilliant
broadcasters?
strike.
Oh, yeah,
that kind of thing.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know what? I'm not going to attempt an English accent anymore because Ollie really rags on me. He says it's terrible, but I don't think that's true, innit? That's terrible. That's terrible.
Your Paul McCartney the other day was pretty good.
Yeah, well, I was going off of you, so I'm a good mimic, but I can't hold on. It's really hard to hold on to accents.
Right.
Doing accents is incredibly, incredibly difficult to do well.
Yeah.
But like when you kind of leaned into it a little bit there, I don't know. I just kind of went with it. It's a bit boring. It's a bit boring, isn't it? That's going to be the color commentary.
Sorry, Ollie.
There he goes down the ice. He's got the puck there. He's just kind of lollygagging about over the blue line. Is that a blue line over the red line? But why do they call it the neutral zone anyway? People, is it like Switzerland in there? What? That's pretty good.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
All right. So obviously we're pretty tickled. I haven't even had my coffee yet this morning. I need to get myself coffee and a bagel, and we'll come back a little bit later on. And we got terrible date stories to share.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to get those in. And sponsor for the show this morning, brought to you by Dragon Toner. And we got Leanne Dragon coming in around 8 o'clock to talk about them celebrating 10 years of being in business by donating $1,000 to a local good cause every month, March till December. That's awesome.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast, where we delete all the bad bits and make them sound at least semi-coherent.
Dragon Toner is our sponsor for this morning. Leanne Dragon's going to come in to talk about their 10th anniversary and what they're going to be doing for the rest of this year. Pretty awesome stuff. She'll be in at around 8. We'll have a chat with her. We brought in Ollie because, there's a couple of reasons. One, we like having him on the show. 2, he is literally in the liner for the show. And 3, Yellowknife was just named 3rd most romantic city in Canada. And Ollie, now, you've got the most experience dating in this city out of the 3 of us.
In this room.
In this room. Oh, that's what I said, out of the 3 of us.
Yeah, I've dated quite a lot in this room.
In this room, absolutely. And that's why there's so much tension between us all.
And hurt.
Yeah, not a lot of closure.
Not hard feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would really like some closure. But I mean, Lecter's been in a committed relationship for years. 4?
Several
Years. More than 2. More than 2, less than 10. And I myself came up here in a relationship and have been in that relationship since I've been here. You've done a little bit of dating. Would you find you find the assessment accurate that Yellowknife is one of the top romantic cities in the country? Not that you've dated in other cities much, but I mean, how is it out there?
How do you know? Anyway.
I don't know. I mean, have you dated in Vancouver, Montreal, Toronto, Winnipeg?
Maybe he's the reason Fort Mac is number 1.
Again, not putting a lot of credence in this list.
Fort McMurray, so romantic that they tried to burn it down, and it's still there being romantic.
There are people still, reeling from that. How dare you?
Well, they're clearly not reeling enough to stop buying sexual wellness products on Amazon Canada, because that's how this was figured out.
That's how this was figured out? They? Sexual wellness? Okay, that has nothing to do with romance. That has to do with sexual health.
So
nobody read the story, Ollie.
Clearly not. If you go and
that's why we brought you in here. Ollie, without knowing precisely what's going on, why the hell is Yellowknife is the 3rd romantic city in Canada?
Amazon took all the 2019 sales data for Canadian cities for romantic comedies, romance novels, relationship guidebooks, and sexual wellness products.
Really great criteria.
And jewelry as well. And romantic comedies and romance novels. All of these things were put into
those words I just said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you say those too?
I did.
I wasn't listening. So I mean that's interesting. I mean that's an interesting metric is to measure. I mean the sexual wellness products. I think it was just that. I don't think that kind of denotes a romantic city. That denotes a city that has a strong sexual health.
By interesting, you mean questionable, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But romance novels, people still buy those? Like Harlequin romance novels?
I guess in Fort Mac, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. When you're doing 2 weeks in or 2 weeks out or 4 weeks in and 2 weeks out, you need something to fill the time.
That's right.
And it can't be your bunkmate.
Well, apparently it might be.
It might be.
Most romantic.
No judgment. Absolutely. You're out there on the land for weeks at a time. Got to stay warm. Okay. So what do we mean by sexual wellness products, though?
I should imagine that would mean anything from the stuff you use to stay safe while having sex to the stuff you use to make sex more enjoyable.
There you go.
Yeah. Pretty well.
Mutually exclusive.
Yeah. By romantic, we mean safe.
Yeah, that's right. Which is the most romantic. It really is. I mean, if you're getting down to the nitty gritty. Remaining cities in the top 20. Start with fourth place. If you know anyone of these cities, feel free to triumphantly sex them. This is directly from the story. Bonnyville, North York, Ottawa, Grand Prairie, Burlington, Kelowna, Victoria. Again, this is an odd list of places.
I mean, Kelowna, Victoria.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure.
Victoria is beautiful.
Yeah.
Very romantic. I mean, you can walk around the ocean front there. And
how's Bonnyville?
Lovely city.
Oh, wait, no, you go to Olds. Right.
Yeah, I go to Olds.
Is Bonnyville
not
close
romantic?
to Olds?
It's in and around there.
Yeah.
It's in that, like, smorgasbord of middle Alberta.
Romantic?
I don't want to say romantic. I want to say racist. No. No, it is. I mean, there is a romance to the big sky country. There really is. Especially when it's a nice clear night and you can see like every star in existence almost. It's beautiful. It really is. So I can see it being really romantic.
So all this to say,
a few rolls in the hay.
We have another terrible date story.
Yes.
We're going to
tie this in.
Ollie to read this one.
See, I just closed it down because I was like, oh, they're doing the romantic city break. And
no, it's all tied in. It's all tied in, Ollie. Just bear with us.
Oh, boy.
So this story is a little bit more unique. It's a little bit more Ollie-esque because the person that sent this in is the terrible date.
Thanks for that.
Well, because your story was that. Your story was you were the terrible date.
So to be clear, the stories in which the person was the terrible human being are Ollie-esque.
No, just this one is Ollie-esque because the rest of them have been like, I was on a terrible date where I was almost killed by the person I went on a date with, whereas yours was, I'm the one who screwed it up. This person is the one who screwed it up. So that makes it Ollie-esque in this. Just tell the story. Jeez.
So this comes from Kaylee, and I'm very happy using Kaylee's actual name because this ends...
Can we get a little background music, Jesse?
A little better than some of the others. Oh, we're having background music.
Yeah, well, we got to have background music. No, you don't like the Val Venus, so I'm going with Brother Love today.
There we go.
All right.
So
Kaylee writes in. All right. Terrible first date story. He took me to Tartan Rapids to fish, have a fire, and have dinner. We get there, park the boat, get out, and walk around a bit. He starts fishing and catches a fish right away. Oh, impressive. He asked me to take a picture with his phone, so he hands me his phone. I take a picture and put his phone in my pocket. Then he asks me to go grab the fish box thing from up on the rocks. Someone with the same level of knowledge of fishing as I have.
The fish box thing.
Fish box thing. Katie says, I go up, bend over to get out the box, and his phone slides out of my sweater pocket and slowly but quickly slides down the rocks and goes right into the rapids. I freeze, just stand there with a shocked look on my face. He was shocked, then just said it was okay and told me not to worry. Obviously, I worried for the rest of the date.
Yeah.
I bring him the box, and he's dealing with the fish. Slices his finger open, so we take care of that. It was a white fish, and he wanted to keep it, so he cooked it to cook it up another day. So he ties it to the boat, which is still in the water, to keep the fish still in the water.
Right.
We go make a fire, and he's cooking for me. I'm shocked and feeling awful about the phone, because it was his work phone. He keeps reassuring me it's fine.
Who cares?
We eat. I continue apologizing, feeling awful, pretty much shaking the entire time. It's time to go home, so we hop in the boat and take off. A couple of minutes later, we realize we forgot about the fish. Check, and that's gone.
Oh.
We get back to the boat launch at Yellowknife River, and I'm trying to be helpful with getting the boat on the trailer, which is a mistake, because I did something wrong and busted a piece of the trailer off. This was also not his boat or trailer. He had borrowed it from a friend.
Wow.
Again, he told me it was fine and not to worry about it. It wasn't a big deal.
Of course, he's still angling for that kiss.
After the date, he told me since I dropped his phone in the water, I had to go back to the rapids with him on the weekend so he could dive in and try to find it. I'm thinking, this guy still wants to hang out with me?
That's a sly way to get a second date.
pretty good.
You got to help me do the thing that you did.
Well,
Undo
you
it.
can't say no, right?
That's right.
You can't say no.
Exactly. You're trapped.
You've dropped that phone in the water. You clearly got to come back on that second
That's
date.
right. You're trapped in this room, surrounded by Charlie Manson posters.
Kaylee finishes her story, so we go back a few days later, and he dove down and actually found the phone.
Nice.
Wow.
It was a little bit water damaged. His work got him a new phone after he told them about the dumb girl he took on a date. 3.5 years later, we're still together and have a baby.
Oh, yay!
A happy ending.
Very nice.
Rather than just escaping
That's
with
not
your
a
life
terrible
intact.
date story. That's a wonderful date story.
Aw, that's great.
The date was terrible. The story was wonderful.
The story
Yeah.
was wonderful. The date was, but I mean, it turned into something great. Like that whole, they may not be together if that date doesn't go that way.
Yeah.
If everything goes perfectly, maybe at the end they're just like, oh, boring.
So
They didn't even
there's,
throw a phone in the river.
so I guess there's some practical dating advice.
There
No
you
matter
go.
what stupid or annoying things your date does, just say it's okay.
Okay, I'll stop you right there because like if you're not actually vibing that well, I mean, and what if the person is just like, yeah, sorry, I dropped your phone, like, and doesn't like apologize profusely? You kind of be like,
Depends how much you like them.
you owe me a phone. You owe me a phone. I hope that guy got an iPhone 10 for Christmas. Thank you, Kaylee. Thank you for sharing that quote unquote terrible date story. It turned out really nice, though.
Strong candidate for that flowers package from Flowers North.
No,
No?
not at all.
Not strong?
No, they're married. They got their flowers and their gift
Just
pack.
because it turned out well doesn't mean it wasn't a terrible date.
I beg to differ.
All right.
Continue sending those stories in until the 14th to mailbacks at
Mailbacks.
to mailbacks at cabinradio.ca or send us a message on Facebook.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
Sponsored this morning by Dragon Toner Law Firm, celebrating 10 years, and they're doing so by donating $1,000 to a local good cause every month from March till December. And we've got one of the partners right here in the studio, Leanne Dragon. Thanks for coming into this morning.
Thanks for having me in.
Absolutely. Now you were sharing. I want to get to it a little bit later on, but let's talk about this first. But you were at the banquet last night. You got a couple stories, which I like, and now I'm going to force you to tell them. So you guys are celebrating 10 years in business, and you're donating $1,000 a month to a local good cause every month. You're asking people to apply for that.
Definitely.
Just a single page. Let us know what your cause is, why it helps the North, and why we should give you money. So what kind of brought this on?
Well, we are celebrating 10 years in business.
Mm-hmm.
We've been living and working in the North much longer than that. But 10 years ago, we decided to strike out on our own and open a fully northern local business right across the street.
Right across the street. You can see it from my window.
We can see each other through our window, wave once in a while. And we wanted to celebrate that in a big way. And we wanted to find a way to give back to the community that has supported our business for 10 years and hopefully for many more years to come. And so in the past we've donated to lots of local charities on a regular basis. But this time we wanted to expand it beyond that and hear from Northerners and Yellowknifers as well about projects or ideas that they have that maybe they need a little oomph support to help them get that off the road.
Okay. Now, you're asking for applications? How can people apply for that?
Yep. So we've set up a special email address. So it's dragontoner10, so the number 10 at gmail.com. So dragontoner10 at gmail.com. And we just keep it to one page. And tell us who you are and what your idea or project or organization is all about and how you're going to support Northerners and Yellowknife and make a great contribution to our community.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's as easy as that.
Very good. I mean, you guys have been, like you said, in business 10 years. You've been helping out in the community for a long time, even before that. Have you received any applications so far? Or is this just the start of it right now?
It's just starting right now.
Okay.
I did see one email yesterday just asking for some more information. So
Okay.
I know that word's getting out there. And I'm hopeful we get lots of applications. And one thing I wanted to mention is that we're not, you don't have to reapply. So if you send us something now, you might be our winner in November.
Okay, so it's in the pile once you send it in.
Exactly.
Right
I know what this community is like and what the North is like, and I'm expecting we're going to get a lot of applications. I'm hoping we do.
Yeah.
And then we're going to pick our 10 favorites, or our 10 that we think is most deserving. And then we're going to, as well, in partnership with Cabin Radio, have follow up on all those prizes and be shedding some light on those organizations, and hopefully that will make other people aware of it, and maybe it'll get them some more money from other places as well.
Absolutely. So we're going to pick you guys will pick the winners, pick who you're the recipients.
Yep.
And every recipient will come back on and we'll talk about that recipient.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love this.
So when is the big day? When is your official 10th year anniversary?
It was actually in January.
That was in January.
Yeah, we
okay.
opened on the first business day of January in 2010.
Wow.
Okay.
Just hit the ground running.
Yeah. So we're right into the second month now of our 10th anniversary year.
Okay. So the actual promotion is starting next month, correct? In March? Did I get that right? Or are we starting right now?
Well, you can send them in any time, and we're going to give the first prize in March because we're doing 10 of them. So the 10 last months of the year.
So March right through to December.
That's right.
I think I've got that amount of months correct.
That is 10 months.
Yes.
Mental math is not my strong suit.
Eliminate January and February.
Oh, there we go.
10 months left.
Oh,
There.
good short.
I almost said 9 because I was like, well, it's the third month and there's 12 months. So that's 9 months.
So right through March to December, you're going to be taking in applications and giving out 10 $1,000 prizes. I don't know if that's a weird word to say.
Bursaries.
But $10,000
Contributions.
Contributions.
Worthwhile causes.
Yes.
To worthwhile causes. Yes. Is there anything you can give as far as tips for organizations? Because I know obviously in Yellowknife and the NWT there are tons of great organizations, nonprofit, charitable organizations, etc., that do a lot of great stuff here. What is something that they can maybe put into your application that make it jump out, might make it pop?
Ooh, good question. Well, we're only giving them a page, but
So a drawing.
a sketch.
Yeah, a sketch of what you like.
Can't decide without pictures.
I would say that probably the biggest part that's going to get us right is the what you're going to do with it and that's going to benefit Northerners.
Right.
So it's not I'd really like to go to Edmonton shopping for the weekend.
I mean,
though you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. But convince us. We're lawyers. We do a lot of convincing in our jobs. So convince us of why you're the one we should pick.
You have to convince the convincers.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
So get your best lawyery friends.
That's right.
To know all that law speak.
How do you make it pop? Write it in legalese.
There you
please
go.
don't.
Forthwith, the applicant will be known as the applicant.
You need way more than one page.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Well, write in single space in size 2 font.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do that, you're really going to need pictures.
It's like, oh, good Lord.
Again, one page.
One page. That's it. That's all you get.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Well, what a wonderful promotion this is, Leanne, to celebrate your 10 years and kind of give back to the community that's helped you guys operate for 10 years and beyond that. So this is really cool, and we're very happy to be a part of this, and we can't wait to hear about all the recipients and have you come back and talk about these recipients and what they're doing and kind of shed some light, like you said, on these causes, because that's what we're always looking to do. We're always looking to shed some light on what's good in the community. So that's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Thank you.
Now, on to the banquet. Now, you were at the banquet last night, and we didn't get a chance to get there, but we've been hearing stories, and you got to mingle around, and you had a couple of really nice stories. We won't tell the Trache one. Well, no, we can. I think the Trache was fun. We just have to edit it a little bit. Yeah, it's really funny. But I mean, you had some great interactions last night, and you met Ron, and you met Brian Trache, and it just sounds like it was a great time.
It was a great time. It was a really neat experience to meet these people who, I'm a huge hockey fan.
Of course.
And it was really neat to meet these people who you've watched for all these years and, see them just being regular people and having a beer. And it was a great time.
I'm going to push you for one story, and that's the Fernando Pisani story.
Oh, no.
So you told us, so Fernando's in town.
Fernando is in town.
He's in town, but he's been in town a few times.
Yeah.
And your boy was born in 2006.
He was.
In June of 2006.
He was.
And you were 9 months pregnant during the big run that the Oilers had with the Carolina Hurricanes and went to Game 7, and you and your husband made a promise
We did.
that if they won, what would you do if they won?
If the Oilers had won Game 7 of that Stanley Cup run and the baby had been a boy, we had vowed to each other that his name would be Fernando.
Now, they didn't win.
They didn't win, and much to my my son Sean is very happy about that fact because it would have been a bit much.
Oh,
Fernando would have been a great name.
That'd be a
Fernie.
great name.
You would have called him.
More importantly, the Oilers would have won the Stanley Cup.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But you had a chance to chat with Fernando Pisani and tell him that story.
I sure did. I sure did.
And what did he tell you?
You know, he ironically said that he had been told that before. So Oilers fans are passionate.
Absolutely. I bet there were a few pregnant ladies out there who's like, we're going to name this kid Fernando.
Yeah.
I don't care. This guy is a gem.
Yeah.
He was a legend in that series.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's funny, like you always have, generational, really popular names at that time. It's funny to think that mid-2000s in Canada.
Just in Edmonton, there's a small pocket of Fernando.
There's a lot of Fernandos. Man.
Weird. What a weird aberration. That's so cool. But that's one of the great things about events like this, right? Is that you get to meet these people and be like, hey, by the way,
here's my crazy story.
I had my first kiss when you were scoring goals and blah, 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 or something. I don't know. Anything like that. That's a lot. That's very cool. So thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, Leanne, thank you so much for coming in. Tell us about Dragon Toner celebrating 10 years and donating $1,000 for the next 10 months, March through December, to a local good cause. All you got to do is email DragonToner10, that's the number 10, at gmail.com. Thank you very much. And it's a single page. Just tell them what you're doing, how it's going to benefit the community, and why they should give you money. Remember, people are lawyers. They're going to see through your BS.
Don't double space that.
Don't double space that. No. And don't ask for money to go to Edmonton for shopping. Leanne's already crossed you off the list.
Congratulations on the anniversary, Leanne.
Thank you very much.
Great promotion. We're really looking forward to working with you on it.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
It's time to give away some tickies. That's right. We got a pair to the beer gardens tonight after the alumni game. Well, I guess during as well. Where's the beer garden?
The beer garden's in the D&D gym.
Oh, okay.
It opens at 9:30.
So after the
following the alumni game, the beer garden will kick off with Bedini Band and some other local acts.
Local acts. Mm-hmm. I hear there's a juggler.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the unicycle family's going to be there.
Cool.
I guess. I don't know. They're not.
Are you making all this up?
Yes, of course I'm making this up.
It sounds more like a dance.
Yeah, that's right. The Balloon Man's going to be there?
I just assumed you were the juggler.
I know. No? I go for the juggler. I'm a type A person. No, I'm not. If the banana man, the balloon man is there. Banana man! If the balloon man was there, that'd be awesome if you made like a cup, like a Stanley Cup out of balloons.
Dan the Balloon Man?
Dan the Man.
Yeah, I don't know if Dan's going to be there.
I don't think so.
Like
it's for adults. I think. I mean, not that you can't get balloon animals.
Like
I know. I would love them too. I'm just saying. It usually gets pulled out for kids events.
What kind of soulless adult doesn't enjoy balloons?
I'm just saying. I'm not sure if we... You know what? I'm going to call him right now.
Okay.
I'm going to get him out there. Make me a cup, Dan.
I hate balloons.
Yeah, there it is.
AJ, why'd you come in here today? I hate puppies. I hate balloons. My nose is falling off.
Balloon puppies? Don't get me started.
That's right. He'll smash them. He will smash them. Before we get to the giveaway, this is kind of our wrap-up for Mornings at the Cabin. I just wanted to thank Dragon Toner once again and Leanne Dragon for dropping by, tell us about their 10-year anniversary, and that they're going to be donating $1,000 to a local good cause every month from March till December. Just get in touch with them at DragonToner10, that's the number 10, at gmail.com. A short email telling them what your cause is and how it would benefit the community and why you should give them money. Remember, they're lawyers, so be very, very convincing as well. Keep sending those terrible date stories in up until February 14th. Chance to win some flowers from Flowers North and also a Valentine's Day gift pack from Great Slave Gifts. For the best one, the one that turned into a marriage is not the best terrible date story.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's a great terrible date story.
Don't rule it out yet.
I'm ruling it out.
You've got a whole week of this contest to do.
I'm ruling it out. Beautiful story, Kaylee. I'm so happy for you. You're married. You got a kid now. Your terrible date turned into something wonderful. Therefore, it is disqualified. Okay, it's not disqualified. I'm just saying that my vote wouldn't go to that because, again, had that date not gone so terribly,
right,
they may not be together.
Yeah, it kind of went well.
Yeah, it went really well.
Yeah, in the end.
It's really confusing.
It's a confusing time.
Yeah.
May you live in interesting times, they say, and this is one of those examples.
So we have a lot going on.
We do.
Obviously.
A ton going on.
Cabin Radio right now.
Cabin Radio, always dipping into something.
And you may recall yesterday we put a little surprise on the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.
That's right.
We had tickets for the banquet last night.
That's right. The Stanley Cup skate.
Yes, the skate with the Stanley Cup. We had some lovely winners. I think Katie Johnson won the skate with the Stanley Cup.
And Gene Uris.
And Gene Uris, yes, won the banquet tickets.
Won the banquet tickets. And all told from them, we had 37 entrants. That pales in comparison.
That made it in time.
That made it in time. That's right.
Some latecomers.
I saw one around 11 p.m.
Yeah.
I want to go to the banquet. It's over.
Stanley.
Sorry. But we have how many entrants for the beer gardens?
So we have 2 tickets for the beer garden.
But how many entrants do we have?
Oh, entrants.
Yes.
So we have way more than
yes, we do.
Just
we gave it a bit more time because we knew the beer gardens were going down to tonight. So we wanted to announce it on the show today.
Whoa, you got 2 pages.
2 pagers. Dragon Toner would not accept
I was going to say, you'd get disqualified from this.
You got 2 pages of entrants, so 79 that did it properly by messaging us beer to the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page. So,
did you allow emojis?
No.
To be fair,
beer mug
use your
emoji,
words.
There may be more than beer at the beer garden. Probably
That's
be some,
also true.
Some growers or something. I don't know. What do you got?
Could be jugglers.
Growers.
This is a classy event.
Gardeners.
We're going to have some growers sparkling wine.
Okay, fine. We'll have some Palm Beesies and some Beersies.
Oh, yes.
I can't wait.
Love Palm Bay.
Oh, yeah. It's my folk in the rocks drink.
It is. It really is.
2 fist those.
So
tastes like Kool-Aid.
We're going to figure out the winners for these 2 beer garden tickets for tonight. And we're going to do it, of course, traditionally, in the most cruel way possible. By ruling out 2 winners before, so we're 2 losers, before we figure out.
I think we need a song for this. We would do this for every contest we do, because we don't have a phone line yet, so we do this for every contest. We get the entrance, and then we eliminate 4 or 5 numbers.
Yeah.
So we don't answer the winners first.
Well, we do have a phone line. We just don't put the number out there.
That's right. That's right, because it's mine.
Yeah.
Cabin Radio, picking the losers, eliminating those who didn't win.
I like it. It's good.
And then we pick the winner.
Too much.
No, okay. All right. The coda. Okay. So we're going to pick 2 numbers each.
Yeah.
To eliminate. So we're going to eliminate 6 people before.
So AJ, don't look at the screen. Don't look at the screen. We don't
look at
want
the screen. Yeah, that's right.
Here.
No cheating.
Okay. So Jesse first. Between 1 and 79, pick a number.
Oh, I guess you can't pick because you're looking at the list.
No.
Right? Okay. So I'll pick. Can I do 2 numbers?
Do 1.
Do 1. Between 1
You'll
and 79.
also pick the winner, so you'll do 2 eventually.
24.
24. Sorry, Norma Half. You will not be entering the beer garden tonight at the multiplex. AJ?
Sounds like Maury. You are not.
You are not invited to the beer gardens.
AJ, pick us loser number 2.
61.
Number 61 is Bruce Christensen.
Oh,
you will
Brucey.
not be at the beer garden tonight.
Hey, Bruce, you lost.
And Mr. Wheeler, 1 more number for the win.
53. Oh, for the win.
For the win.
Oh, this is for the win. We've eliminated 2. This is for the win?
We've eliminated 2.
I will stick with 53.
It would have been weird if you changed it.
It would have been 53. Nah, you know what? 12.
That would have been harsh. If you
53.
If you had changed to a different number,
yeah.
Mary Pond might have been upset, but she never would have known about it otherwise. But, Mary, you are our winner of our 2 beer garden tickets tonight at the multiplex following the alumni game. Congratulations, Mary. We will be in touch shortly as to where and when, obviously here, but when you could pick up those tickets.
Here's the thing. Okay, now if Mary gets in touch and says, I can't use them, is there a redraw, or does Mary just have them and she gets to do what she wants with them?
It'd be weird for her to put her name in the draw if she couldn't use them.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah,
some people will win and then sell them.
And then they sell it on YK Trader.
Yeah, and it's kind of gross. Kind of gross.
Mary, don't do that.
Don't do that.
We'll be very mad. We'll be very angry.
We'll be very merry at you.
We'll be very merry.
So congratulations, Mary Pond. 2 beer garden tickets for tonight's festivities following the alumni game. And we'll be in touch shortly.
Yes, we will. That's going to do it for Mornings at the Cabin. Congratulations to Mary. Thank you to Dragon Toner. Thank you to Flowers North and Great Slave Gifts. Keep sending in those stories. Can't wait to hear more. Yeah, and you know what? If it's from, and don't be afraid to share them if you're the terrible date.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're the reason the date is terrible, don't be afraid. You don't have to share your name. We'll get in touch somehow.
Ollie loves company.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.